Good morning. Today is January 26th, 2025, Sunday morning. It's about 10:35 a.m. US Eastern Time. Even though I'm sitting here on my bed, I got up a while ago. I'm just taking it easy, and I listened to the church sermon on TV. So in the bedroom, the TV's over there, and my table is over there in that corner. So normally I sit over there and make the videos, um, and that's where my gratitude wall is. You guys see that on the back. So today is an exciting day, and I'll tell you why it's exciting. I mean, I always love to hear the sermon from our teaching pastor. He speaks awesome. There's so much to learn from him. I mean, that happens every Sunday. But in the last few months, if you guys have been watching my videos here and there, on and off, I have been doing mastermind meeting in the Sunday afternoons. Those are mostly me doing by myself. But today, we start with 4 of my friends, me and 3 other girls. I know that 2 of them are coming. The third one, I'm not sure if she can manage to come. She has a kid. We all, 3 of us are kids, so there's more responsibility and stuff like that. But if she manages to come, she can. If she can manage to come, it'll be awesome to have her. This is a group that I hope in the coming months, it gets to a place where we have more people joining, but of course more like-minded people joining, because in mastermind that is very important, that who you bring into the group can change the dynamic of the group. So this 4 of us, all of us are very like-minded, and we want to make 2025 our best year yet, literally. Because to make something better, we have to take action. And in a very simple term, the mastermind is a group of accountability partners. So accountability partners are, if you think of it, if you have one friend, you and your friend, and you are helping each other to get to your goal faster, it helps when there is another person you're committing to that, I don't know, I'm going to go to the gym 3 days a week. Those are the action steps you're going to do to lose, I don't know, 20 pounds in 3 months, whatever that goal is, right? So what happens with you have just 2 people, sometimes life gets busy, and then you may not have that the commitment that you have with each other. It might just fall off. It doesn't get that much priority. So with the mastermind, what happens is you have more than one accountability partners who are working towards their goal, and what happens is that each individual may have a different ideas and things like that can help you to get there faster. So the whole point is that it's like, think of it like 2 + 2 = 4. That's the logical sense. But in a mastermind concept, 2 + 2 can be 10. What it means is when more than 2 people, more than one person is working towards a concept, then new ideas pop up. And you can think of it like at work, depending on wherever you work. In my corporate world, when I worked, we did a lot of things called brainstorming. And it's almost like that type of a concept. You brainstorm with some concept that, did you try this? Did you try this? Because we all have a unique gift, different way of achieving a same goal. So with this, what happens is people bring new ideas, and they help each other to get to their goal faster. So the growth happens exponentially. And also sometimes, we as human beings, a lot of time it's so easy to fall off track, even though we know, okay, That is my goal. Let's say my goal is from here, from Virginia, to go to New York. That is not my actual goal, but just a metaphorical example. You guys know that I use metaphor a lot to explain a concept. Let's say my goal is to go from here to New York. And what happens is sometime, I'm like so excited. I might be starting towards New York, but by the time I get to Delaware, something may have happened in my life that, oh, I feel so off track that I veer towards, I don't know, Ohio. And what happens is with that, sometimes I realize it and sometimes I don't realize it. So this group of people, we are going to do this meeting once a month. All four of us are going to meet once a month. And somebody else could help me to get back on track so that I can get to New York faster. So again, this is a metaphor. So yeah, very excited about that. For now, of course, we kept the meeting the last Sunday of the month. We'll see if we adjust it later, but for now, it's last Sunday of the month. It is planned for a certain reason to have it on the last Sunday of the month. One is so that, sometimes people dread about Mondays, especially if they work in the corporate world. For me, thankfully, I don't dread that anymore. Every day is an exciting day for me. I mean, if somebody's thinking whatever they're thinking, let them think. I don't care. I love doing what I do now. So Monday, Sunday, all are same. But the point I'm trying to say here is, so Sunday is because it gives something to look forward to, because a lot of people the Sunday afternoon and Monday they dread. So this way you have something exciting to look forward, number one. And number two is it's last Sunday of the month so that you can plan your goal and the action for the next 4 weeks, for the coming month. It's a new month, new beginning, so you can plan ahead. And all the folks in this group, we are very goal oriented. We are very focused on, taking actions to reach to the goal faster, because our goal, the success that you achieve has a direct correlation with the actions you take. So say if your goal is, I don't know, let's say to get a promotion, or to get to the to change your job for a better pay or something, and then you're applying once a month, by the time you get to the new job might be 2 years. But let's say you're applying for that new job or the new a promotion that you are wanting to, you take action every single week. You learn something new, you apply for a job, you'll get there faster. It could be 6 months or less. And same thing, if you are in this channel, we talk about midlife, life transition, divorce recovery, and all of that. So there's the statistics, and it is not my statistics. You can Google it up, you'll see. And actually, interestingly, this was actually said by our pastor also this morning, because of the church, there's a thing called divorce care. And I attended that last year, 2024. Some churches offer that and some churches don't in that class. So his point was that, in the first marriage, people have 30 to 40% divorce rate. And in the second marriage, people have 60 to 70% divorce rate. I'll also repeat that again. First marriage, people have 30 to 40% divorce rate. Second marriage, people have 60 to 70% divorce rate. And guess what? Even in the third marriage, which he didn't say, but in Google we'll find, is 75% divorce rate. The point is that it is so important to heal from the first marriage to whatever has gotten you there. Now, you cannot change the person on the other side, but you can change yourself to understand and change those things that might have caused some issue, and owning it, right? Owning it, working on yourself, and then the second marriage, then you don't become a statistics of that 60 to 70%, because you know what all happened, so that the same mistakes doesn't happen again. Because we as human being is the conscious and subconscious. The subconscious looks for similar pain. You can read it up from different research and everything, because the mind keeps looking for known, even if the known is worse. The unknown could bring you so much joy, so much happiness, but majority of the people don't go for that unknown, and it comes from the fear, right? So once you get into that fearless state, then you explore, then you're more into that exploring new things and what could happen, and the seeing life as an excitement, rather like what will happen next, the sky is falling, those kind of thoughts. So people, the subconscious, without knowing, people look for similar pain, so they go for similar type of people, or maybe not the similar people, but whoever they go with, their same um, reaction and all of that happens again, and then the second marriage ends up with it's almost double the percentage. If you think of it, if you go from 30 to 40% to 60 to 70%, it's almost double the rate. So you don't want to be there. You want to heal. You want to, either it could be trauma, it could be not so big like trauma, but a lot of sadness, pain, anxiety, worry, and guilt and shame, and whatever those feelings are, you want to work with those, right? You want to work with those and then get to that place that you go with somebody else. So I mentioned all of this is because I've been through that, and I have learned so much in the last year. And some of it is, not learning just from last year. I have been learning these things for 10, 15, 20 years, because the human behavior and what motivates us, what inspires us, that is something I absolutely love. So I listen to TED Talk when I'm cooking in the kitchen, and a lot of it is related to psychology, human behavior. So it's been a long time. So because this is really, really something I find fascinating, absolutely fascinating. And now I have done other kind of startups before. I call it startup because it was a startup where 7 of them, and some I did by myself, and some I did with other people. However, those are the ones that I learned from, but I don't use even the term startup. I call it a business because I really know that this is my calling, and the way I feel now, it is absolutely awesome when I see the smile and the enthusiasm in other people when I help them with something, and it just blows my mind. It makes me so much more happy. So it's a win-win because I absolutely love it, and I am helping the people, and they are, it's like yesterday I made a short where it talks about, it's like an onion, right? When a challenge happens, especially the big challenges in life, you peel the onion, you peel the onion, you peel the onion, the layers and layers, and deep inside is where you can find that the seed of what that is going to teach you. Because Napoleon Hill said in his Think and Grow Rich book, it's one of the best leadership book of all times, is that Think and Grow Rich, that's the book, that every adversity brings with it a seed of similar or greater benefit. Every adversity brings with it a similar or greater benefit. So it might have been said a little different way, but the point is that every challenge that happens in our life, there is a gift in there. We have to uncover it, either if it's a learning lesson, either it is preparing you for the future, or whatever that is. You just have to keep peeling the layers of onion, and then you'll find at the core, you'll find the gift. So you'll have to keep peeling the onion, and sometimes to peel the onion, you can do it by yourself. You may need a coach, you may need a trainer, you may need, the community. But if your goal is to find it, you're gonna find it. So no matter what, if we set our mind that I'm gonna do this, if you set your mind that I'm gonna do whatever necessary to work on myself to get from point A to point B, you are in point A right now, and if to get to point B, who you become and that person is really, really exciting. When you are here, life will be so magical. Because a person commented in one of the videos from the last few days that do I think positive all the time, or do I, look at the good in all the time? Um, for me, part of it is like I have been practicing this for a long time, but especially last year, for my personality is whatever I do, I go very deep. I go so deep, and excuse me, excuse me, it's cold. So I go very deep. So I've been practicing every single day, and these videos are part of that. If you look at some of my videos from when I started this channel 8 months ago, and as I progressed, you will see the progress within myself. And I purposely wanted to capture this because when I started this channel, I honestly did not think of all of this, how it will all evolve. But I fell in love with my own progress. I fell in love with who I became from point A to point B, and now moving to point C, D, and all of that. And you can skip the step. You don't have to go from point A to B to C. You can go from point A to point M. There are ways. So that's how all of the things that I have learned in the last 15-20 years, not only last 1 year, I put a program together called Midlife Mastery. And I'm already helping some of my friends. Sorry, I'm fixing my tripod. It's so I'm already helping some of my friends, and also I look forward to help other people. So if you need help, or if you know some people who are recovering from divorce, either recent or from the past, and they are not able to get out of that, please check my YouTube homepage. And there you'll find a contact information, and I would be happy to help. I'd be happy to help, because this is what brings me joy. Because the thing is that the change won't be overnight, but the change that you will see in a few months, that will blow your mind. That'll blow your mind, because I lived it where I was in a very deep, dark place to where I am, where I'm enjoying every moment in life. Now there is this, painful state and peaceful state. That's how I talk about. Painful state is your point A. Peaceful state is your point B. Now it's not that I'm 100% of the time here, but majority of my life now I'm here. Even if something puts me there, I bounce back very quickly. I know the tool, I know the tricks how to not live there, right? It's always in our head. It's always you versus you. You can put yourself back there. No matter how many coach, mentor you work with, but it's everybody's personalized formula. So my whole thing is work with the people so that they can create their excuse me, I'm very sorry about that. Had a burp. Everybody has their own formula they have used in the past that made them successful. So especially if you're in midlife, right? Life has thrown many curveballs, and you have gone through those curveballs. And so every time, based on our personality, we use some tactics that work, that gets us out of those mess. So I work with people to create the pattern in them. Not very difficult, just 2-3 formula that I can guarantee will get you from here to here, from painful state that you're in right now to this peaceful state. And it is not only for getting married the next time. It is also because enjoying life. That is what the most important thing is. Life is short. More time you can spend here, it is so magical. It is so beautiful. You saw the other day when I was at the grocery store, and I was enjoying life at the grocery store. Who knew? That's how life can be. That's how life can be for you. I've loved it. So, yeah, every little thing, brings you closer to the best version of yourself. So you just have to, it's all about practice again. Like I talk about, like if you go to the gym once a month, the result that you will see, first thing is, if you go once a month, it is not a habit, and you will fall off track, and by the time you see the result, it could be a year or 2 years. But if you go there on a regular basis, let's say even 4 days a week, the result that you will see after 6 months is different. And now, of course, it's not only the gym, you have to, limit eating what you're eating. But I use the gym concept also as a metaphor, because our mind works exactly the same way. We have to practice the things to create our mental muscles so strong that we can remind ourselves not to live there, to live here. And what are those formulas? What are those formulas for you that will get you there? Because you won't be working with your mentor or coach 24/7 the rest of your life. You don't want that. You want to learn your own formula, that every time you get here, how can you get to that? You want to become your best coach ever. You want to become your best cheerleader ever. Right? I work with mentors and different walks of life, and have different career even. But I learn different things from different people, and you want to do that too. But from there, you become your best coach and mentor, because 24/7 there's a voice inside you. There are two voices, right? There are two voices. One is telling you you can conquer the world, you can do everything. Another voice is like, I'm not sure, you haven't done that before. You might have heard that saying that maybe it's Nelson Mandela who said that. It's like, what was the saying that it never seems possible until it is done. It never seems possible until it is done. He might have said it a little differently. The point is, there are so many things in the world that was done the first time, right? Somebody had to have that fearless attitude that I can do it. I can do it, right? So you have that in you too, especially in this midlife stage. What I encourage in this channel is, whatever all the things that you wanted to do in your prior life, and literally when I say prior life, I mean before this midlife, right? Especially if you got divorced. Whatever you wanted to do and you couldn't do for whatever reason, now is the time. Use this time to do those things. If your bucket list is to go for a trip and do other things, whatever, do those. And if you're, if you have, let's say, money is a problem, and if you want to go visit different countries, instead of that, you can always go to, drive to a place close by. You will still get a lot of similar, those happiness, the emotion in you that will excite you, right? So do whatever makes you happy. Of course, the rule is, don't hurt anybody else and don't hurt yourself. You'll be all good. It will get you closer from point A to point B, let you get to from painful state to peaceful state. That's the goal. You want to be in the peaceful state or closer to it. I'm very excited, as you guys can see, for the mastermind this afternoon. I know all of these friends. They don't know each other, but they have heard about each other, so I'm introducing them to today. And I am so excited to see what unfolds in this year 2025. This is the first meeting, January, so we want to continue doing that every month. I do it by myself almost every Sunday. It's not the similar format when I do it by myself, but I have seen the benefit of doing it. It's more like a planning with some concrete action steps. That's what it is I do. And this one, we're going to start with 4 of us, and eventually I think we'll have a few more people in the group in coming months. And I'm so excited. And this is a community too. So I have the church community, the Bible study group, and my Toastmasters community. I have several different friends. It's a group of friends. That's a community. And this mastermind community, who are, of course, part of some of my friends. Community is really, really important for me. So find what is most important for you. They say that community can be a big help, especially if you are in this midlife crisis situation, either divorce or, if everything is still looking good in your life, but you feel that something is missing. For those kind of things, community is a great help. Oops, my earring is falling out. Community can be a great help. So, whatever resonates with you, either if it's Toastmasters, church, your other kind of religious group, or I don't know, there's a bunch of meetups. There's a bunch of meetups, maybe with your hobby, whatever your hobby is, and there is a group for that in meetup group. Or you can start a group, and then people will join your group. So, community can help you to get from the painful state to peaceful state, right? And life can be beautiful. Life can be so beautiful once you reach to that state, at the very core of that onion. It's amazing. It's amazing. It cannot be described with any words. It can only be felt. It can only be felt. And I have felt it in the past, but that was not longer lasting. That was, I didn't know how to hold on to that. Meaning, I knew how to go from here to here, but I didn't know that when something bigger came and got me down in this painful state, I knew that I could get back up, but I didn't know those formula that will get me there faster. But now I know. Now I know how to hold me here longer. So that is what I want to help people with, because everybody can do that. If I can do that, everybody can do that. I came here from a very small town in India, and my family is in that small town still. So the life that I lived from, figuring things out, that taught me so much. And those are something that I want to share with people. And because, no matter what our past was, it does not have to define our future. It does not. You can redefine every single thing. You can redefine every single thing. And if you want to feel that genuine love and laughter and fun, you don't even have to depend on other people. You can love your life so much that you feel like your cup is full, your happiness bucket is full, and you do the things that just keeps filling it up, and then it overflows, and you give it to others. And then people around you will be so happy. They'll be like, I want to spend more time with you. And that's what can happen for you. Trust me. It is possible. Thank you again for coming to this channel and watching the videos. For especially folks who you guys keep coming on a regular basis and giving me thumbs up and write a comment, and you're sharing it with others. My heart is full for your kindness. I really, really do mean it. I do hope that someday I can help many, many people, thousands of people, millions of people. But you guys who started, encouraging me, supporting me at the beginning, means so much to me. You guys are special. You guys are extra special. I have this fearless thing in me now that some some would say it is a little arrogant. Some would say it is a little I don't know, overconfidence. And literally, I had some of those light discussion with some of my friends. I don't know if they're like close friends, they're just friends, and telling me that that I might be a little delusional. Let them. I don't care. I'm in that state. I don't look for external validations. And again, some of you might also think when I'm saying that it seems arrogant, because to reach to that, like, if I'm from point A to point B, and I want to explore what's in point Z, that's where that's where I'm driving, and I'm driving 100 miles an hour. And that's what life can be. You can be fearless. There is so much unknown. But that brings excitement. I talked in October in one of these videos that, who knows what 3 months will unfold. And there was so much good. There was so much good in the last 3 months that now I'm like even more excited to see what next 3 months is going to bring, right? Next 3 months going to bring. And there will be stuff that will get me here sometimes, but I know the formula to get to here faster. And that is the coolest thing, because more you practice that, quicker you can get there. And life is always so beautiful, so wonderful. So today we're going to do the mastermind. Tomorrow my daughter and I, we are going to do something called happiness bucket filler. So she and I want to go for a trip, then the bucket just overflows because we're so happy. But you can't go for a trip every month. There's of course the budget, and there's of course time, and all the other things are school. But once a month we do this thing called sometimes it's more than a month, sometimes it's less, but I want to do it now like once a month, because you have to schedule those things or else you'll never do it. That we're just go do fun stuff, and because it's winter we can't really go outside as much, but we're gonna go to a mall where they have this sushi. It goes on a conveyor belt, and she loves to pick it up and eat, because it's more than eating, it's the fun of the sushi going on a conveyor belt. I'm gonna capture a video tomorrow so you guys will see it, what I'm talking about. And then we're gonna hang out in the mall and maybe do some fun stuff. And she likes those train that goes around the mall. She's only 8 and going to be 9, so those are like the gets her from this painful state to peaceful state, because even as a kid they have things in their mind that can make them more peaceful, more happy, and excited. And as parents we can teach them those little things, how to find joy in those little things. And that's what I'm teaching her, and she loves those too. She is in some way my carbon copy. But I find so much inspiration from her. This little girl, she sometimes would talk about things, and it's like, I'm like, oh my God, where did that come from? She inspires me. She is my biggest inspiration, biggest gift in my life. Okay, so with that, I'm going to finish the video. And please, again, share it with anybody if you think they might find this helpful, because I have walked the journey. If you have people who are going through this state, their pain, in that painful zone, or they've come out of it, but they keep going back, share it with them. And one way for them would be probably to try to see there's a playlist with the shorts and see if they connect with those. And again, everybody is not for everybody, meaning where one person might find this person is super helpful, another person may not be able to connect, and that's okay. But sometimes if people can connect with it and they can find some happiness, they can see that, oh, I want to be like that, if they got divorced, I don't know, 3 years ago, and they're still struggling, and they might be divorced 5 years ago and they're still struggling, they can't come out of that state, and they really want to get to a place where they live happily just by themselves, or finding their the deepest desires. They want to live their life in that way. Or somebody who might want to get married, they want to date again, then they want to get married. And I can help those people. The rule is that I don't date my client. I won't date my client ever. And we would work together. We have to commit the time, because I'll be committing the time. And we can get you there. We can get you there in that peaceful state where you can enjoy your life, every bit of it. the good, the bad, the ugly, doesn't matter, because things will keep happening. But how you look at life, that's all that matters. Because if something painful happens, from there you will have those formula, your own formula, that will create together, that will peel the onion and get to the core. And you will always look for, oh, this is how this is benefiting me, this is how this is benefiting me. It becomes a practice, nothing else. And then you live in this life that is so beautiful. I have never loved my life like this, and I'm in my 40s, and this is real, 100% real. It's possible. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday and the weekend. I don't know, I think I will make some short video to keep you guys updated with how our mastermind went. And if not, definitely I'll cover it in tomorrow's video. But enjoy the weekend and do something fun, whatever that fun means for you. Do something fun. Even if you are by yourself, just watch a movie, the things that you always wanted to do some hobby stuff, or call a friend. If you're with your family, do something fun together. It can be something little but intentional, and that's where the fun begins. You have to be intentional about it, that okay, let's create this good memory. Let's create this good memory. Very simple things can create good memories for you when you fully live it, when all your senses are in there. So right now, when I'm making this video, I'm enjoying myself, because all my senses and everything, I feel that I'm connecting with you guys, even though I've never seen you. I see the comments and your thumbs up, and you come, and regularly a lot of you guys are coming here, and so grateful. And I feel like I'm spending the time with you guys, so enjoy. Bye.